Moncage, here we go. Click here to start. At the end of the last stream, we just destroyed tanks on a battlefield. So let's take a look and remind ourselves what we've got on the sides of each cube. Here we have the destruction that we wrought with said missile. Oh yes, we have the inside of a church or somewhere like that. We have this water butt. We have this area, which is a building that we've used the pipe and we've used this. In fact, all of this was used in one long puzzle last time. And at the top, we have the battlefield map. So I think, if I'm right, I can zoom out of here. So this is the wider scene of this one. And I can zoom out of here. This is the wider scene of this. I seem to remember that there were other things of interest. Now, what were the things of interest? Ooh, was I able to do that before? What? How was I? Oh, I'm going to need to remember the settings. Tell me the... You're going to tell me the controls? No. I've forgotten how to look at points of interest. Oh, that's good. It's not right click. Control, shift. Okay, it is space. Okay, there was just nothing of interest when I did it before. So yes, this scene on fire. Yes, I don't think we looked at here last time. Okay, so this is a thing of interest. If I press space and it lights up in yellow, it's a thing of interest. So that pattern is probably going to match up with the pattern of somewhere else. What was the other thing? The other thing here was this, but I think we dealt with that. Oh no, we didn't deal with this. Whatever this is, that's going to come into here, surely. This, I think I can zoom in here. That looks like... Oh, new scene! Ah, well that's a bridge. That looks like a bridge. Probably need to do something with that. Do you think that cart would want to get over there for somehow, in some way, or maybe even over here? Will that work? There you go. So that's what this game is all about. Line up the sides, find two things that then make sense perspective-wise, and manipulate the objects. So why have I got this cart here? What do I need to put in the cart? I need to put something in the cart, don't I? That's got an interesting stripe in the middle. Absolutely, Old Slow Tiger. That is a reasonable way of describing it. You have control over the perspective. It's not just the four 90 degrees around. You can do anything and everything. Okay, so that's an interesting thing. That's close to being correct. It's not the right colour. If you want to match things up, it has to be... Oh, go on. It has to be the right colour as well. It has to be the right shape and the right colour. So if it's not lit properly, as I discovered last week at the end of last week's stream, if it's not lit properly, it won't work. Okay, so now we've filled this river. That's good. I don't know why we wanted to do that, but I'm sure there will have been a reason. Okay, if I now zoom out, has that done anything? No. Don't quite remember what I meant to be doing here. There doesn't seem to be much of an aim, but that's because it's been a week since I last did this. I want to put something in here, but what? So there's nowhere to zoom in on here, so let's zoom out. No. Unzoom. Is there a term for unzooming? I guess zooming out, I guess. Zoom and then either in or out. Did Well... wouldn't it be moose? Oh no, you've rotated it 180 degrees. That's fine. Okay. Is there anywhere that I can look at? Just that. Okay. So we still have this. That's the only thing of interest in here. Good evening, Arch. Good evening to Old Slow Time. And good evening to you all. Or good morning. Or good day. Whatever. Especially if it's tomorrow and it's Pi Day. If you write the month number first, it's Pi Day tomorrow. We have to wait in the UK until the 7th of June. Sorry, 22nd of July. First of all, I got June and July mixed up, and second of all, it's 22nd, isn't it? Not 7th. 22/7 is an approximation of pi. 22/7. So we have our pie and eat it by celebrating it twice, out of choice. I'm not sure what to do. I think I mean in life. There. I mean, who does know? I was able to move you across. Now. Oh, hang on. Can I... Okay. So now I've got you there. That feels better. Can I... Was that a bird or something? Can I put some ammunition in here? I feel like I need to load you. Oh, hang on. Let's now zoom into here. That you're in a new position. So yeah, I can do that now, but there's no thing there. But that might be useful. Okay, let's take a look. Ah, okay. There's other pieces of track. But I can only zoom in on this bit. That feels like an area we should be able to interact with, but we can't. Hello. How you doing, Fox? I could turn that off. That was for a previous puzzle. So we've got extra bits of track. I want to put something in the cart, but what would we need to put in the cart? Maybe some dynamite to blow up that, so that we can push the track over there? Evening, catnip. Oh, even better. Even better. Please share. Can I have a nibble, please? Pretty please. There's that bit there. Successfully moved the cart, and that is all I have done today. Actually, it feels about right. So what could we do here? Raspberry's good. Raspberry's excellent. I mean, that's not a thing of interest. It doesn't glow yellow. Oh, right. I might take a hint. Let's go for a hint, because I'm not quite sure what the aim is at the moment. Just have a quick zoom into here. Hang on, that's round. That's round. It's almost that, but it isn't. What can I do over here? It's the same colour as the rock, isn't it? Let's have a look at a hint, because I just don't know what we need to do. The mine card needs to get across the other side. Done that. Open the water dam. done that. Okay, but I'm going to stop there because that means that this is of interest. So that is what we need to move across. We need to move. So why was the water important? Important. Doesn't work. Because that was there. So we've opened the dam. And now we need to do something with the cart, do we? Sort of lines up, but it's all the wrong colours. Let's move you over here again. And then use the reflections of the bridge and the minecart to get across the river. Use the reflection. Oh goodness, I need to be looking at the reflections. Use the reflections of the bridge and the minecart to get across the river. Don't really know what it means by getting across the river. So I'll put you there. Oh, there's this as well. Okay. That's cheeky. So I'm now going to push it along this bottom bit of the bridge. Oh, that's confusing. So I'm now there. Can I push you over? Which side would I want it, though? Probably that side. Okay, so I'm there, fine. What? Across. I mean, it is now across, although it is... Now it's started on this side. Okay, so I need to get it over here. So let's push you this side again. Now, because I pushed you on here, and then I do that. Okay, now is there a reflection on this side that I can deal with? Because I guess I need to get you here. That's very round, isn't it? So it started here, I pushed you onto there, I pushed you into here. So I feel like the next step is here. Because we're trying to get over there, fine. Gosh, any hints from those who have done this before? before I throw my cart out of the cart. That doesn't work. Okay, no, I got it. Okay, that's the bit I needed. Okay, so now it's there. Now do that. Go underneath. Because now you're underneath. And how does that help me again? There we are. Now if I do that. That's bonkers. That's bonkers. New scene. Following on with our minecart journey. Can we pick up this? What can we interact with here? Okay, we can interact with a pickaxe. Okay. Bonkers that was. And we have here a fire, more yellow tape, some vases or jugs. This trolley, which it sort of looks suspiciously similar to the chairs. Or that, no, that's the bottom of a flag. Okay, let's zoom in here. New scene, but so we're going to change it from that flag to capture it to our flag, I assume. Nope, just going to burn the flag. Okay, oh no, we've burned a city. We're quite destructive. Ooh. Ooh, let's open the table. And underneath we can now find this scene with some pipe works. Let's turn you on. Oh. Okay. No likey. So the new scene is here. Let's turn you on. Okay, and okay, well, we want to turn you on. You're a pipe. You're a pipe. More pipe work can go in there. Okay. Now, I've seen that before. Where have I seen that? Definitely seen this texture somewhere. Okay, so you're not connected to anything. This is a pipe, so we need to connect it to a thing. Let's unzoom from you. What might we need that for? There's also that, which is also round. Ah. Oh, those don't quite line up. I was thinking that might just go straight into there. Can I make you go straight into here then? Because you're the right colour. Ah, you are going to pump this dry. If these allow it. Suspicious yellow tape. Hello! hello. I just hope you're doing well. That gives a little spurt and then quickly dries up. Doesn't match up well enough. I'm sorry, awesome. Not thought about this scene. Zoom out of here. Why can't I zoom into here anymore? What did I do? Oh, I used the fire to burn the flag. Okay, so that I can no longer interact with, so that's done. They sort of do, but not really. Want them to. They don't. They're the right colour though, which is very suspicious. But that's not having it. Yeah. Okay, what's this doing? So are we going to be pumping water from the basement into there? Is that what we're doing? Now, this is an area of interest. Ah. No. Thinking this might match up with that, but it doesn't. What is that going to line up with? Can I zoom into somewhere here? No. Good evening, Resender. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hello from the Stone Age. Oh yes, go and let's give you a shout out. I should do that more often. Roots of Passion. That was a Stone Age thing, wasn't it? I haven't seen any photographs, by the way. So if you see something that looks like a photo, oh yes, I can zoom out. I've forgotten about that. Maybe that's going to be important. Yes, we can collect photos throughout this game. That's not going to be it, is it? Let's have. What do we need to do? I know there is not enough water in the fountain. The water will increase its volume after circulating in the pipe. That sounds like a violation of thermodynamics. The water will increase its volume, I'm assuming in the fountain, after circulating in the pipe. So it is a pipe-based puzzle. And it is the fountain. But how do those line up? Resender, look after awesome. So. No. What the heck do we do with this pipe? Pipey pipe pipe. Pipe. Pie day tomorrow, pipe day now. What do I do with this? Where do I, what do I, and how do I? Oh, like that? Sort of like that, but that's not... no, it's coming out of here, isn't it? So... There's not enough water in the fountain. We need to get it into the fountain. So I think we need to do something with this first. We need to pump it out of here. Because there's definitely enough water here. pipes here. What are those pipes for? I think so, Jers. I think, but... Oh, Ella. Finally. Oh, that does violate thermodynamics. I love it. Okay. So we've done that. Do it again? Can we do it again? Do we want... No. Can we do it again? And hopefully that will now overflow. Good. I don't know why I wanted it to overflow, but it did. Now let's just... Shower! I'm not entirely sure that's how water works. I'll take it. Okay, so we've now got a hospital bed here. I'm not convinced by that puzzle, can I just say? It's a bit abstract. So we've got a hospital room here. What can we interact with? We can interact with the medal and the hat. Photo! Get well soon. Oh, he's not happy. Turn you on. Yeah, parade, propaganda there, yeah. Can we change channel? No, we can't, but I'm sure we'll be able to tweak that in a second. Still want to know what that's for. Whoops. So we've still got to do the Hoover suction thing. Water, oh, that's terrible. Awesome. Keep it up. You need water though, don't you? You're looking a bit sad. Okay. Oh, I should have paid attention to those. So it was green leaf. Oh, it's the seasons. Green leaf, yellow sun, brown leaf because it's autumn, and then white snow. Whitey blue snowflake. Almost certainly don't need to make a note of that, but I have. And then we're back around to the start. Okay. So that's if we need to change the colour of something. Now I think we can. It's a very unusual thing. Resender. New scene here. The hospital courtyard for getting better. That's a suspiciously circular, targety, loggy thing. Now that does line up, doesn't it? But it's the wrong colour, and also it's, I mean that works aside from the colour. So we need to change the colour, or it needs to be night. We'll be able to get water from there into there. Okay, so water goes from there into there when it's night here. That lines up pretty perfectly, but it's the wrong colour. Monsoon, flood, so it's summer. Based on this, that means it's summer. England, hey! True. But hey! Okay, you're currently on, so I think I just need to turn you off. Now, how do I turn things off? My natural wit and charm, that's how. Okay, so we've also got this, we've also got this. So we know it is summer. Nothing there yet. Can't zoom in on anything. Let's unzoom. Oh, hang on. Checkerboard. Is that going to do anything? No, that flower. Can we do anything? sprinkler head, but no. Okay. So I just think what we need to do is somehow get the water across, but it is the wrong colour because it is daytime. Enjoyed that. I've heard it before, but I still enjoyed it. It's very worrying. I just laughed at that. What is that going to do? Because it looks like I should be able to take the yellow tab off and then look at what's underneath, but I can't. Good, catnip. Good. Now, can I do anything? What am I going to do with this wheelbarrow? Because on the main thing, it's tracks. Is there anything going to be used from this side? Didn't mean to do that. Oh! Ah, but changing this changes it here. Okay, then that's the answer to our all life's problems, or at least the problem here. That's not quite the right thing. But we can look at this scene in different seasons based on the calendar. We can manipulate time. No. I wanted to see it in winter, but here's spring. Or at least rain. That's the right colour. So therefore, that puts the water in there. And that now means we can flood this. Do we want to flood it? Do it again? So that's that. Oh, we probably need to put a pipe in here, don't we? We probably need some form of pipe work in there. But I'll do it again. Okay. So yeah. What if we need to provide water when there isn't sun? That's probably what we need to do. So let's store up some more water in here. We shall release the water in a different season or something. Autumn. A little bit of water in here for that. Oh, this does line up, doesn't it? Look. So we want it in the summer then. Let's take a look at the winter. But I think the plants were looking... Snowman! I think the plants were looking very sad in the summer, so let's make them grow. Oh, but that's the wrong colour now, so that won't line up in that one. Okay. You did line up in autumn. So let's try you in autumn then. Alright, do we need to do it again? Da 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 da. Do it again. Da 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 da. Time flies. Past 4 years in the hospital. Yeah. Okay, put some more in there, and then go two seasons out. And now you're not full at all. Okay. So maybe I don't do that then. Can I interact with you in the other seasons? No, you're the wrong colour in winter. Spring is the one I took the water from. Hello, Billy! Good evening to you're the wrong colour if I do you then. So it must be the winter, sorry, the autumn that you need the water. So let's supply the water again. So that does that. So we have some water in here. Now what do we do with it? Because yeah, everything changes colour subtly in between the seasons. Oh, that's that. If I change the seasons, if I go away from this, I lose the water in here. So I'm loathed to do that. I don't want to. Does sort of line up, but it's nothing to do with that. Is there anything I can interact with? Yeah, I've done that to get water into here. But I haven't used this. I haven't used... Yeah, okay. Ah, hello. Right. You're not the right colour. Okay, so I am going to change seasons for now. Let's... Yeah, that's not right. That isn't right. So is it going to be the summer then? Ah, okay. That's good. I think if I change the... Yeah, there's no water in here again. So let's go back to spring. Spring is my favourite season. The daylight gets longer. I was going to say the lengths of the days get longer, but there'll be a pedant somewhere out there that says no, the day lengths stay the same. You know what I mean. The lengths of daylight get longer. And... yeah, absolutely. It's getting warmer. Just the life, the world is sort of coming back to life. There's all the colour in the plants again. Spring is my favourite season. Okay, so I've put you in there. Now I've managed to move this. I've managed to move you. Why would I want to put water in here? Because the plant is here. Okay, you're now no longer lit, but you're still lit. Change the time. No, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to change all the times just to see what happens to this flower. So you now have no petal. Now you have that. And whilst I'm here, I may as well fill you up. And then in the summer, that sort of petal. Because what I'm hoping is you're going to drop some seeds. I would like you to drop some seeds. And now you're like that. This is the only season that I can push the water into here, so I must do that. That's got to be right, surely. You're lit in this one. Are you always lit? I don't think so. And there's also this, of course, that I've not been paying attention to. So let's take a look at all the scenery during all the seasons. So let's do another year. Sorry about this. It'll be like 10 years in this hospital. Okay, so you're on still. Now you're that colour. Yes, I know I'm stuck. Snowman. Yes, you're still on. It's raining in this world. If I do this again. Yeah, it doesn't add any extra water. Just checking. I'm going to have to do something with this shortly. That's that. Okay. And then summer. Still on. Must be a heck of an electricity bill. Unless it's efficient light emitting diodes. Snowman has melted, as you would expect in the summer. That's an interesting pipe. So what is this going to... I thought it matched up with that cloud for a second there, but even if it did, it's not a thing of interest. So what do you line up? Is there a flower? There. Turn you off, but the fact that I had to turn you on feels important. Rain, sun makes mud. Is that what it's doing? Snowdrop. Sorry, not snowdrop. Water drop. You're going to show me now. Water drop and sun, and then there was sort of a mud or a tomato. Maybe we're making tomatoes. And it needs both sun and water. Well, I can give it that by changing the seasons. Right, let's fill you up. What am I going to do with you, though? So I've put water in this trough. Drink it, drink it. Unless, of course, there's a gardener that we can't see, and if I now just go through the year, it'll actually work. Let's try it. Don't feel like that'll work, but I know of nothing else to do at this point in time. Mind you, that could be a thing, couldn't it? Snowman. The sun is up there. And then we're back to spring. Let's get some more water. Evening, Foxy. You join me as I'm stuck yet again. The thing I haven't used is this. What could that be for? That. Change it back to summer. That's a little buggy wugs around in the summer. It's now unbearably hot. The fact that you're on is suspicious in my opinion. what I want to do is I want to put the water in this phase. It's the wrong colour. That's brown, that's green. Right. The summer heat will dry up the pond. Okay. Find a way to save the water somewhere else. Yes, I've done that. Winter will turn into ice. Water will turn into the ice in the winter. The ice is reflective. Okay. So is it going to be a reflection puzzle? So if we go in the autumn, we do that. And we look at it in the winter. Because that's true, because we haven't used winter. So now it's there as well, this light. Snowman. Yeah, you can see the snowman and the light. Good. So it is reflective. Good. How does that help us? Oh, okay. So with the sun here, we can angle it here and turn on that light. Now, the thing, and now it needs, if we go into the spring, it will have rain and light. There we go, it's got a little butterfly. New scene. Oh, he's gone home from war and he's unhappy. What can we interact with? Photo? Is that going to be a photo? No. That's not one of the photos we can collect anyway. Okay, so you are interactable. The word I'm looking for, Dan, is interactive. Okay, well, you're not interactive yet. So that. Oh! Ah, well there you go, there it is. Oh! Oh, we broke the table, but now we have this in here. And that's opened up this set of stairs. When I align it properly. Colours don't feel quite right. Okay, so we broke the table like a vandal. Oh, this is a new scene. Hang on, this is new. Okay. So we're in a workshop. So can I... Can't tweak the stairs yet. That feels like that might be a useful thing. Do I write it down? Do I? I've written it down. I bet it's not useful. Let's have a look at over here. Broken TV, pliers, wrench, skizzers, other things. Those are... Ah, okay. That's going to go with it somehow. So is that pickaxe going to become... Ooh, a wrench and pickaxe. That means we can open this and flood the mine. That's a lot more liquid that has come out of that than I was expecting. Horrible colour. Man cave. Okay, so I'm assuming that was beer then. That looks suspicious. Ooh, that's... Ooh, is that a photo? Photo! Down. Anything else that we can bring up? No. I may or may need to roll something though. Photo! Ah, he's got a little man cave. Good. Anything to drink, sir? Oh, that's a nice sound effect. Right, it's enough for you. I like the fact that there was a lot of head to start off with, and then that went down. That was good. Let's look at the telly. Turn you on. Oh, that gives us a new scene. And then there's another thing to look at here. Is that a ship in a bottle? Is it a bottle in a bottle? No, it's just a wine bottle. But that label is probably going to overlap in some way. Yes, looks like it goes there, doesn't it? But there's things in the way, so I've got to get you out of the way. Okay. But that lines up suspiciously nicely. So I think I just need to get these bottles out of the way, I think. So just working out how to do that. So we've returned to this church at a different point in time now. We're sort of at the restoration now, aren't we? Things being rebuilt after the war. What can we look at? That feels like this barrel. Yeah, it is that barrel, I think, but don't know how to deal with that. It's got a little diorama or something inside, has it? Or an actual size diorama, someone inside. Okay. Right, what do we need to do? Oh yeah, we've also got this. Can I do that now? I feel like I should be able to do that immediately, but so yes, we know that's going to interact with the wine bottle. That feels important. This also feels important. What have we got here? Oh, I can't zoom in on that. Can't zoom in on that anymore. So, whoops. The stairs now? Because there's nothing of interest in there apart from this. But that's a thing of interest, okay. So wonder what that's going to do. We can zoom into this. Can we, aside from that, is there anything else to do? Okay. Why can we zoom into you? Oh, that's interesting. If you look at this through the beer, you get that. I don't think that's how beer works, but okay. The fact that that is a round circle, as opposed to a square circle or a triangular circle, the fact that it is round feels important. Let's zoom out of here. That wine bottle is going to annoy me. Circle there. There's a circle here as well. No. Any thought-amundos? Where's the wine bottle? The wine bottle is here. It's just so suspicious. Doesn't appear to like it at all. It's definitely, I mean, it won't be there actually because of that mismatch, but it could be something like that if you ignore that. Don't want to go for a hint. Don't want to go for a hint. I'm going to go for a hint. Half is not enough. Get more. Half is not enough. Get more. Okay. So we do need to do something with the TV then. We need to get more beer. We've got half here. And looks like we could do a thing there. So we need more beer, as ever. More beer. Well, we get it from downstairs in the cellar, surely. That's where I'd keep beer, but it doesn't like it. I'm taking this very slow. I do apologise. I've not spotted most of the answers to these puzzles, have I? This is concerning me. I don't feel like that is only going to be for a photo. Maybe it is. I want to do something with that drum. I want to rotate and get things from underneath. It does sound empty, doesn't it? Turn you off. Will that have any effect on the beer? I do not know why turning you off would have an effect on the beer. That was a very silly suggestion. I'm going to turn you back on. Okay, but at least I know what I'm doing. It's asking for a hint. Look around through the beer mug. Okay. Oh, everything is different. That's a wine bottle and now it's a missile. And those are bottles and now they're grenades. Oh, wow. That's a great metaphor, isn't it? That's a wonderful metaphor for seeking issues. And that's a target. Wow, great metaphor. Okay. Yeah, look at everything through the... Oh, the butterfly becomes his old man. Okay. So I'm assuming something will line up here. There we go. What did I now raise? There's something in there. But I don't know what that is. But I've definitely done something. Can I do it again? Still in there, whatever it is. Push you down. And now it's not there. So let's do that again. because I think I want it there. Whatever it is, I want it there. Well, fine. Can't get it back. So I hope it wasn't important. Unless, of course, it was more beer in the keg for some reason. That's not what I meant to do. But I will try this. No, there's nothing in it now. Oh, that's really annoying. What is the missile? Some form of, well, a missile. Okay, good. We've got it back. Whatever it was, we've now got it back. You're still there. No beer in here yet. Oh, it's like gems and stuff by the looks of it. We've somehow found some treasure. Okay, what else? What else can we do through this beer? There's a target. You turn into a plane. You turn into your father. What turns into a missile? I don't know. Stairs. Why would stairs turn into a missile? There's a fruit here that becomes a bomb. I didn't see that earlier. I don't remember that being there, but it must have been. Yeah, I was always looking at that. I don't know what turns into a missile. If I were to light it in some way, it would move off. How is this going to help me get beer? Turns into a missile, not a clue. What is shaped like a missile? The missile is it something else? So that is the thing that oh, it's the, okay. So we've been rotating this bottle. So is that now going to so if I rotate this again and then look at the missile slash bottle of wine. So let's now have a look at the bottle of wine now. Now that's changed where the label is, so now I can do that. No. Because I swear there was something there, but we've been rotating this bottle. Let's try that again. Let's rotate the bottle of wine again. Whoops. Has that changed it? I swear this has changed it because that looks slightly different. But we're manipulating this bottle of wine, aren't we? Yeah, see that thing isn't at the bottom there. Yeah, it's at the top now. So we've rotated the bottle of wine. Fine. But we still need to move these. think these are in the way. Okay, what if that somehow combines these drawings? Nope, that's not happening. I think I might have to go for the third hint. Try to get the label on the wine bottle to the right position. So are we saying that neither of those two positions are correct? Is that what that's telling me? Because if so, fiddly. Okay, so let's have a feeling that just... Let's put it back here. So that is now at the bottom and it needs to be... somewhere else. Anyway. So let's rotate the missile again, but before... Let's just do that again. So I'm rotating it consistently this way. Okay, well I can see the label now, but I thought that label was like that before anyway. Let's... Yeah, that's not right, so I sort of need this bit to go here, I think. Okay, so let's turn you again. And look at you through the beer. Rotate you that way again. Let's have a look. That might work. That might work. Oh, okay, right. What am I doing with that? Because we have a new thing to interact with. What am I going to do with that? And as you can tell with my sound, that was my general reaction to that puzzle. It's like, Okay, well, we need more beer, don't we? So, how about that? Beer and wine. No. No. Oh, but that changes everything again. Look. Wow, okay. So that dartboard becomes an arrow. Those remain as missiles. Yes, we've got to look at there. That's what it's telling us. That is absolutely what it is telling us with all the arrows. Two new scenes. It's like some form of war camp. There is the camera that we started off with at the very start of the game. So, is that quite loud? That's quite loud. Should I turn it down? I've turned it down. Oh, okay. Oh, I tell you what, as I rotate it, those pages and everything. So as I rotate it, I'm turning time. Okay. So that's going to be important. So not only have I got to get the right side, I need to have the right side at the right time. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so the thing to interact with is the hourglass. Okay. That looks like that, doesn't it? There we go. Ha. Oh, what? Interesting. So that's good. It starts filling it up, but then when we have the thunder, it breaks it. Okay, interesting. So we need to change that somehow, don't we? So how about... Can we go back in time? Let's go... That's going forward in time. Let's go back in time. Let's try and reverse all the changes that we've done. Because you can see that the sand is going up in the hourglass if I do that. I mean, I don't think this is... Ah, it is right. But the hourglass is now not in the right place. And now the colour is wrong. The colour needs to match. I'm assuming we keep doing this. Because why would it change just once, wouldn't it? Curses. Well, it's interesting that I've worked that out anyway. I do like that it's the branches that make up the shape of the hourglass there. Okay, so let's actually change the time again to be autumn. Just check that you won't do it on a different cycle. No, you won't. There's about 4 or 5 changes that are needed. Okay, so what can we do now that we're in this sort of autumn? There must be things we can do. So what else is there to interact with on this frame? It's just this. The only thing of interest here is hourglass. Now, that's a thing. I found a place to use it in this scene, of course, but what if there's a place to use it in every scene? I never used those stairs. That's a shame. Huh. So we've found the overlap between those two. It's going to change if I do one more. No. Now you won't do anything because you're the wrong colour. Oh. However, the shadows are important. Because of course there weren't shadows because the sun wasn't up. Okay. Why are the shadows going to be important? Okay, let's... Because the position of these things change relatively per rotation. Okay. Yeah, because you're now over here. Yep, you're there. Now you're here. And now... Oh, I wish the shadow would tell me. Yeah, because there's 2 sets of... Okay, I mean, maybe... Do the shadow map... The shadow maps... And there are some words there, Arch. Okay, I have not... I have seen June. Was I paying attention? No, I just enjoyed it. Not that I was paying attention. So what is going on here? And if I go one more, it should be... Oh, no. Boo. Why can I zoom into this? Mind you, I could zoom into a couple of other things and I just didn't use them. I never used the stairs. I'm very disappointed about that. Wanted to go downstairs. Nor have we used this photo. So this is just a repeating loop of that flips through, that tumbles, that just goes round. I've just realised. Okay, daylight, nighttime. So this is telling us it's 6. So that's telling us it's 6 revolutions of the cube. So does that mean that the sun is going to be moving in each of these? Will it be moving in all of them? Was it raining here a minute ago, for example? Am I changing everything in all of them? That's my question. So... Shady! Hello, Shady. How are you? I got to give you a shout out. What were you doing today? You were... I can't spell. You were doing... It's not telling me. Why is that not telling me? Shady syntax. Oh, well. Hardcore. I'm good at that, Arch. Cool. I'm not a Minecraft person. I hope it went well, and I hope you hardcored all the hardcore things. That's how it works, right? Okay. Well, I was now expecting it to go dark because we've got 6 light panels and 6 dark panels in this one. Ooh, don't do that, Shady. Don't do that. So that's there. So you join me. Hello, Raiders. I'm Dan. I do various quizzes, games and puzzles throughout the week. I'm playing Moncage and I must be near the end now. It's an allegory about war. There's different things on different sides of the cube, and if you line them up in certain ways, then certain things happen. Now, an extra thing has just happened. This appears to be time. So what I'm trying to do, I want to get this. So you see that this bell ringing rope thing, or whatever it is, that goes there. I can line this up with it, and I can get the sands of time to start to flow through. But the storm interrupts it. So I need to do something with it. And I can reverse time a little bit, but only by 1. And I can put you there, but then because these are different colours, it doesn't let the sand flow down. So I'm stuck. That is what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. I am being stuck. Things of interest. This hourglass. The shadows are interesting, apparently. Now, why would the shadows be interesting? I can zoom into this. So I'm just looking for things that might match between scenes, and then you get an unexpected interaction. Because I can sort of make you do that, but you sort of line up, but you're the wrong colours and everything. I've played quite similar things before, but not this, because otherwise it'd be really boring. Rotating the cube will change the time on the watch. That I had spotted. Try to turn the minute hand to the yellow part. Something will happen to the bell tower. Something will happen to the bell tower. It's sort of... Oh, I didn't spot that I could zoom. Okay. I can sort of make it swing. Why? Why would that be important? Oh, look, it lines up. See, I think we might be able to solve a puzzle finally. Is this going to line up? And then I can open the curtain. I can pull the thing and open the curtain. He's done a thing. Ah, confession time. Okay. Okay, so now we've opened that. Hooray, he says. If I go back into nighttime now, will something else happen? Need to rotate it a couple of times to get to nighttime. Here we go, this should be it. I'll put one more for good luck because the lamp, not the lamp, this isn't in the right place. Yeah, you still do that, okay. Oh, I didn't realise I could look at the desk. Okay, oh, let's open the thing! We've opened the thing. And now that's going to line up with some of the shadows, yes? Apparently so. So if I now do that, I've raised a hand. That was not what I was expecting would happen. Can we now... Good evening, Dave! Can we now go back into the thundery nighttime? Will the hand protect this from the storm? Yes, it will! Sands of time flow through the hourglass. And we've made a bell. And now we want to ring it. Redemption. Redeemed the sin, a ray of hope shines through the clouds. Well, I wasn't hungry, but now I am. Okay, so we've rebuilt everything here because there's been a war going on. That's what this storyline has been about. The ravages of war, sort of, but through an allegory of everything. What can I interact with? Wind chimes. New scene. And it looks like a school. This person's got 3 stars. Well done, you. I'm this person with 1. Oh, and they've started a new family. I think that's what it's meaning. Okay, so I want... Oh, no, I was going to line it up with the other photo, but that isn't there. That's new. That's a new place. Let's open these windows. Photo. Okay, and then there's nothing new there. Is the car going to arrive here? Yes, it is. I've missed many fruits in my fruit collection. I think because if we look around the outside here, outside the cube, I've missed that one, I've missed that one. But we've got over half, well over half. Only missed 4 by the looks of it. 4, 5, 6. That's not too bad. Okay. So you've now arrived. There's a photo, for example, right there. So we started a family. Of course, it's just got added to that book, actually. I don't think that was there a second ago. Can we zoom in on the car? Because that wasn't there a second ago. There we go. Ah, okay. Let's reunite the family. If you're there, and you're there on that suspicious... yes, it's technically the elephant. It's technically that elephant, but that's also going to be the side of this boat. Let's reunite the boy and his father. Butterfly. Probably his son, who he hasn't seen before. Because he went off to the war. Quite a sad, sombre little story, but lovely, fun little game. Really fun puzzles. Even if I thought some of them were pfft. And that is Moncage. Moncage. Okay, I will wait. This is where the credits are about 5 minutes long. Just look at all... it's very clever transitions on all these scenes. Very clever. Have a sweet dream. I absolutely will. Wandering Soul completed the journey and it starts from here again. Is this where we started? No. At the very start of the game we had a camera, but now it's a camera with a piece of nature in it. Is it an iris flower? See, iris... part of a camera, the iris. Wasted on this game. Got all the toys. Let's have a look in here. Choo-choo. Okay. Is this the actual start of the game? Is this is exactly how we started the game? It was we started with you, and then we needed to find a way to get you across the bridge, which I forget how we do now. But this didn't have a flower in it. Oh yes, we needed to back you up, I seem to remember. Yes, there you go. So that I don't think that had that in it. So let's back you up. So this is also the very beginning of the game. If you want to play this game, this is how you start the game. So hopefully I can remember some of the answers, Arch, but apparently no. And then there's that, which I think we've already found, and the game begins again. But what's confusing me is the fact that there's a flower in here. So if we complete everything again, does that flower start to bloom? I'm not going to play through the entire game again. But yeah. Well, there we go. That is Moncage. That is Moncage. Lots of fun. And a charming little storyline.